Hey everybody on YouTube. Today I'm at the Ringwood Botanical Garden. Remember I said back in December that I'm going to visit this place again in January. It's almost the end of January, mid-January, and we are going to walk down here and see that the witch hazel bushes are in bloom. So if you are viewing this video today, thank you for joining me. Let's head out. Today's weather is cloudy and it's upper 30s, low 40s. So let's see what we're going to find out today. And then we'll take a tour of the gardens in the winter. I doubt there'll be anything out, but it's just nice to see what is going on during our winter season here in New Jersey. It's nice that they restored this old pump house. It was not looking good. I thought they were just going to let it run down. There's a little history right here. So glad to see it. Okay, let's head down this road and maybe we'll see the witch hazels out today. Maybe they won't be, but it's still a nice video tour today. There's the old carriage house. It used to belong to the owner. He kept his horse-drawn carriages in there. It's now a restroom. Oh, do I see witch hazel out here? Something is blooming. Something is out here. I can't tell from this far away. It might just be something. No, that's not it. That's not witch hazel. Nope. Sorry, buddy. Not witch hazel. It looks like nope, they're not out. Wait a minute. I gotta quit saying yes and no. I'll get there. I'll find out. There's the gardens. So I have trying to model. Well, I wouldn't say model after this botanical garden here, but I've got gardens, botanical garden large and Ringwood here. I'm kind of proud of what I have done in my property. Always adding more to it. Okay, there's some witch hazel here. Don't look like it's out yet. Although the blossoms look like they're bigger. We're gonna walk up and find out. Oh, they are coming out. Look at that. Look, they're out. Look at that. See, this is witch hazel. They're blooming. They are coming out. Isn't this amazing? So if you time it right here in this area in New Jersey, you can have blossom flowers all year long. So this is what I mentioned back in December. Witch hazel comes out. This witch hazel comes out in January. Isn't that beautiful? They're just coming out. So if you do your work and your on your property, you can have blossom flowers all year long. This is the name of the witch hazel right here. I'm just going to turn the camera sideways. There you go. And some of these witch hazels have a beautiful fragrance. There's another one. They are coming out. I give this another week or two and this will probably be out in full. I'm definitely going to come back and check this out. There's another named one here. Very neat. Look at this. Look at them coming out here. Let's see. No fragrance yet on it. They are out. This is amazing. Okay, we're gonna walk down this road here and see what ones are out here along this road here. This one's not out. Oh yes, it is out. Look at that. Look at the blossoms. They're out. They are out. Look at that. Let's see. Oh yeah, that one has a nice smell to it. I wish you could smell it, everybody on YouTube here. Did they label this one? Let's see what this one is. I can smell the sweet smell of this witch hazel in bloom right now here. Beautiful. It's just amazing that you can have flowers all year long if you plan your garden right. This is another witch hazel. It's going to come out soon. Let's see what's over here. No, I don't see the name on it. Oh, these witch hazels are very, very old. Look at that big witch hazel bush in there. Now, the only problem with witch hazel is they're very hard to find and they're very expensive. This witch hazel must have been here a long time. It's very, very large. Okay, let's see what this one is in here. Okay, that's the name of another one we just saw up the road. Arnold Promise. Yeah, okay. No name on this one. Okay. Some of you may know what name that witch hazel is. Let's see what's down here. I gotta watch walking in this grass here. It's very slippery, muddy. I think there are some witch hazels down here yet. So, as for the witch hazel, there are witch hazels that bloom in November and December. They're the the late fall, early winter bloomers. I think they're the native ones in this area. And then you have the ones that are coming out now, which I showed you. And I think they're from Japan. I don't know. I thought that's what they were, and they come out in January, February, and March. There's another witch hazel here, and yes, it is out. Look at the blossoms. Look at that. Yeah, they're coming out. Look at them. All blossoms. There they are here. Look at that. Beautiful witch hazels. So, if you find a witch hazel and you want to have blossoms, flower blossoms all year long, that's one thing you could do. Okay, they call these pussy willows. But the blossoms get bigger before the leaves come out. So let's walk down this way. So anyway, it's very hard to find a large witch hazel. Witch hazel grows very slowly. And if you do find one, they're not cheap to buy. But don't get one that's very small because it takes a long time to grow. You may never even see the blossoms unless you are very young age. And it's worth buying. Spend a little more money to get one that's more matured. Okay, so I don't see any more witch hazels out here. So I'm going to go out and head out into the garden area. And I think there's a path right here I can walk through. Actually, you know what? I'm going to walk over here and see what's out here again. They're all Forsythias. Forsythias are beautiful. There you are. They're out. Look at that. This witch hazel's out too. Just about out one fall. Very, very nice. Look at that. All flowers. See, they'll come out more like this one here. See the flower? Give that a chance. It's going to come out more. These witch hazels are now done. These came out in December, November, December. So they did their bloom. These are all done. They're all spent blossoms. Okay, I'm gonna head out this way. So that's our witch hazel tour today. They are out. They're coming out in full. Let's head over to the wildflower garden area now. I don't know about anybody else, but I get a thrill out of seeing these witch hazels coming out in January. That you can actually have flowers in bloom right in the middle of the winter. I think that's an awesome thing. I don't think many people take notice of witch hazels out in bloom this time of year. Not many people probably even know you can have flowers in January in the heart of the middle of the winter. But you can. Okay. I would love to find big or more matured witch hazel bushes, not trees, bushes to plant. That would be wonderful. Anybody know of a place where I can get them? Let me know. Send me a note. Okay, so here is the wildflower garden area, and everything's dormant, just like expected. It's still neat to see during the winter. Let's head over here. Oh, there's a cat here. I thought there was cats. Look at them. 2 cats. Psst, psst, psst. somebody feeds them. Oh yeah, they got a bowl in there. I wish I had some food for her. They live here all the time. Hey kitty, psst, come on. Psst, psst, psst. They look for donations too. Food donations. So they are, this is their home here. People care for them. And the cats take care of the garden. You know what cats do. And unfortunately, people release animals at parks, especially like this. And when I worked for the parks, well, it was always a big problem. And please tell you, everybody, do not release your cats, especially cats, because they don't. People think they survive out in the wilderness. They don't. They need warmth and food just like people do. They are naturally born hunters, which they got that going for them, but they need a home. Do not release your animals out in parks. When I worked for the parks, that was a big problem. We always had to get the animals, and they would actually come over and look at us like, please feed me, take care of me, I need home. You could see it on their poor faces. I've seen pet rabbits, lots of cats people released, dogs, even dogs. So don't do it. These cats here apparently were released, and the caretakers are feeding them. They do have a warm spot to stay, thank goodness for them. Okay, so much for my venting off about that. I just hate to see that when people do that with their animals. So this here, I was told, used to be a water fountain. And in my lifetime, I've never seen it operate. But that must have been really something to see, a water fountain right in the middle of this whole gardens area. I remember when I was a kid coming here, not even a kid, in my teens, early 20s, these gardens were a lot bigger than they are now. It looks like they keep making a smaller and smaller budget. What do we have here? Let's see. I think this is marigolds. No, not marigold. This is seeds, but I don't think they're good anymore because they froze. But you could collect seeds from your garden like that and replant them the following season. Okay, let's head down this way. That's a pollinator garden right here for butterflies. That's a nice idea to do in your yard if you have a little area. You don't need a big area to make a pollinator garden. I remember last year I'm hearing all the airplanes above me here. You probably can hear it in the video. And I remember stopping off here and an airplane had landed in the field here. And I do have that on video. Was that like? No, it's actually 2 years ago now. Yeah. So you want to check out an airplane at the Botanical Garden? Check out one of my videos. I video it, and it shows the airplane sitting here. And I walked around it. And the funny story was they said they don't mind people visiting, but don't come in an airplane. They said they can't accommodate it. It was funny to read. These are all cherry trees. If I can, I'll be back and show you the beautiful cherry trees in bloom. Okay, let's head out into the back end of this garden. It's another wildflower garden, and we're going to enter into the hosta garden. If you want to see what the hosta garden looks like in bloom, or I shouldn't say in bloom, but greenery. Yeah, the hostas bloom. You can see it. Check out my past videos. I did a tour of it when it was not in dormant. See, I don't understand this, how they keep the deer out of here. This is only a 6-foot fence, not even. And you would think the deer would hop right over this. I don't see deer footprints anywhere in here. And I know I had to have an 8-foot or 10-foot fence to keep them out on my property, because they just jump right over a 6-foot fence. You can see all the hosta names, tags all through here. Look at the names. Snow cone. That's funny. Shining penny. There's so many different hostas. So many different names. American Hero. Francis William. Well, you could stand here all day. Mayflower, Moon, Lacy Belly. Well, you could just stand here all day and read all the names of the hostas. Huh. Well, not only do they have a lot of hostas here, but it must have cost a lot of money to tag them all like this. That's amazing. Oh Lord. Look at all the hosta names here. All the tags. Wow. Just so. What is this one? Let's see this. All them brilliance. All these hostas here. Look at that. So hostas are easy to grow, but there are like lettuce to the deer will eat it, and they'll just take everything. Groundhogs love it. Rabbits love them. They're just like lettuce to the animals. And recently, my sister read that people can eat hosta. That's what's interesting. Let's see. 43 species found in the wild in China, Korea, and Japan. Trying to see how many they have here. Oh, look at that. The collection has been expanded to 400 cultivars. So 400 types of hostas in this hosta garden. If you're ever up into Ringwood Botanical Garden and you're interested in seeing this, you gotta take a look at it. It's worth a while just to, while you're here visiting, just to see the hosta garden. back here. So this was built for a scene in mind here. During the winter, you would still see greenery, and instead of brown, and you'd have it's called a greenery garden. All shrubs that stay green during the winter. Let's go on this way. I'll cut through there coming back up. I'm just going to finish this trail through here. Big tree uprooted. It's now part of the fence. Brook is still running. Look at that sun behind the clouds. I know if it can show up in the camera. It's beautiful. Okay, let's walk around here now. Of course, there's nothing in bloom except for the hosta. But you walk in the greenery garden, it's still nice to see during the winter. On a favorite here is the boxwood. Look at that, all greeny. And boxwood has a scent to it. There, smell that. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you can't smell it. I wish you could. Beautiful boxwoods. So the little story behind boxwoods. Boxwood was a rich man's shrub. You know, very, very expensive. If you had a lot of money, you would be able to afford it. You were lucky. I believe there's some blossoms here. Look at that, coming out. Little blossoms over there. I don't know what that is. If you recognize it and you know what it is, send me a note. I'd like to know what that is. Anyway, getting back to boxwood. Boxwood was very expensive. Only the rich could afford boxwood. Nice variegated here. And it was a sign of prosperity. And I mean, it was, they said boxwood was very expensive. Very, very expensive shrub. If you were able to afford it, you had a lot of money. Now, of course, the price has gone way down, and although they're very expensive to buy yet, they're more affordable. Boxwoods are slow growers, and some people like the scent that boxwoods put out. Other people don't. I do like it, and I love the story behind it. I have some boxwoods, and although you don't have to be rich anymore to own one, I do feel rich that I do own boxwoods because it's just a beautiful shrub, and I love the smell of it. I'm just turning the camera, letting everybody see this whole garden here. Okay, let's head out to the very wildflower garden area now. I always make sure I shut the gate behind me. Keep the deer out. Okay. Ground is a little crunchy under my feet today here. There goes my phone making a ding noise again. Can't stop it, I gotta leave it on. Okay, here's all the knees from the cypress tree. Look at that. So I'll stand here a minute and you look at the cypress knees. These are called knees right here. And you look at them and you start staring at them and you can actually see figures, animal figures, people figures, little people. You can actually make out some animal shapes of these knees here. Isn't that neat to see? Big old cypress tree. Cypress trees need a lot of water. They like to have their feet in water to grow. So you would find a cypress tree growing really well in a swampy area. That and willows. A lot of people don't like willow trees or cypress trees. I am not that type of person. I do like that. I think they're beautiful and they control the water table because they absorb a lot of water. I've known people cut down cypress trees and willow trees especially, and all of a sudden they started having wet areas and they didn't know what to do because they didn't know why it suddenly had a very wet area puddling and flooding out. Well, you cut down your willow tree or your willow trees, and they were the trees and that kept that area in control from flooding out. And now they have flooding problems. Okay, let's head down this way. I call this the frog trail because during the summer, as you walk along here, the frogs would be jumping into the brook. Very wet here. See the wood chips they put down here? I'm going to be putting wood chips down on trails around the gardens, just like this spring. There's a storm brewing today, and that's why I guess nobody's around. So right with me here, there's a bridge here. We're gonna walk over. There's the brook. It's starting to look like rain, so maybe I should head back. It's just very nice absorbing all this during mid-January. See what you can eye out with maybe coming out soon later this spring. like the way the pine trees, they actually put a layer on it. The pine trees actually do it themselves here. They put a layer, covering layer on the trail. So you have a pine tree needle covered trail here. Really nice to look at. That cow keeps the weeds down too. And here we're at the bamboo garden. I do like the look of bamboo, but they're very, very evasive. And once you plant bamboo in your yard, you're never going to get rid of it, no matter how much you dig it out. And it does spread really fast. And that's the bamboo right there. And the other problem with bamboo is that, unlike regular trees or shrubs, bamboo does not rot away like you would normally think it would rot. It dries out very hard, like a pipe, and it takes a long time to deteriorate. This is where the coneflower garden is. You can't see nothing right now. It's good to see they cut this instead of burning it once. Because now the wildflower seeds are now embedded in the ground here. Let's go take a look over here now and see if the irises are starting to stick their heads out. This is where the wildflower irises, I shouldn't say wildflowers, but the irises planted here. These are the type of irises that grow in a swampy area. Beautiful to see. And I'm just trying to remember the location. Well, they were right around here. Let's see. Here. This is irises right here. Do you see that? That's an iris. So they were right in here. There's a lot of them. Because they mold it, it's very hard to find them now, but they are in here. But I can't find them here. They'll probably be sticking their heads out in March. Okay, let's head out this way. Yeah, it's good to see they mold this instead of burn. I don't really know why they do a controlled burn here every year down south, and especially the pine barrens. I agree. It is necessary because of all the needles and the dry leaves down there. They get some really bad forest fires, and if they do a controlled burn now during the winter, it helps control forest fires. But this is not like that down here. This is different. I really don't like that when they do a burn up here in this area. I don't think it's really a thing you need to do. I always wonder what happens to the wildlife too, like the rabbits and the birds and the squirrels and everything that nests in the brush here during the winter season. And if they do a burn, I wonder if they actually kill them. I hope they get out in time, but I makes you wonder when they do a burn. So I hope this year they don't do a controlled burn here. show you what they do. Okay, we're gonna head back this way. A little bit into the hosta garden again. And then we'll head back behind the mansion and see the iris garden back there. See the irises are sticking their heads out over there, and then that will be our tour today. There is the hosta area again, all the tags on the ground. And we are going to leave the gardens of the hosta area now. Okay, that can go behind the mansion. Ooh, yeah. Somebody, I don't know how to use this again. Okay, I closed it. All crab apples. I know you can't hear on camera, but they were saying quiet before the storm. It's very, very quiet. Okay, let's head out this way. Wow, it's muddy here. Wow. Look at that where I just walked. It's a winter thaw. You know, they call it a January thaw. And you get the slimy top layer. And it's very easy to slip and fall on that. Alright, here are the witch hazels again. I can smell the beautiful witch hazel coming out here. I see right here. Amazing. There they are. Witch hazels in bloom. Okay, let's head down this way. What's this laying here? Should I dare touch it? Okay. Who knows what it is? Okay. We're heading down to the lilac garden, but I want to first see the iris garden here. See if any of the irises are sticking their heads out. I planted an iris garden at my farm 2 years ago. It takes a while to establish. See what happens this year. Okay. Yeah, they are sticking their heads up. Right there. Look at that. See? All irises here coming up. Look at all the heads sticking up. There they are. All irises coming up. They start sticking their heads up in this time of the season, January. You'll start seeing it, even December. Okay, let's head down here. To the lilac garden. This is something else. Again, if you're ever at the botanical gardens in Ringwood, you have to check out the lilac garden when they're in bloom. It's beautiful. The smell of it is just amazing. You got a lot of varieties here. You know, I am trying so hard to get lilacs in my botanical garden, but they're very expensive. Again, like I said, to find them, it's not that hard, but it's just costly. Very, very, very costly. And this is a pretty big lilac garden here. These are old blooms. Let's see here. And they have seeds in. But again, you can start planting seeds, but you're going to be a long time before you would get any lilacs in bloom. So it's best to check out the market for lilacs if you want to plant lilacs in your garden or your property. Okay, so we're gonna head now to out behind the mansion, and that is going to be our tour for today at the Ringwood Botanical Garden. Okay, let's head in here. Here's the famous romantic seat here. So an interesting thing here, if you were courting your girlfriend, or you're a girl courting your boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, and you would sit way over here and she or he would be sitting over there. I just say your girlfriend sitting over there, and you don't want to make a scene. So that what is so unique about this seat is you can whisper. So you whisper something, and she would hear over there, and then she whisper back, and the sound would travel along the arch of the seat and come back to you, and you would hear it. And that was the beginning of dating. You know, things were more stricter back in the 1700s and 1800s than they are now. And people just thought that was more important to do that. And I guess it made it fun too, and that is what they were made for, like that. There is a name for a dating seat, something like that. But if you ever find one, is a half oval. Sit on it. I was trying to make my voice travel, but you can't hear it. If you come with someone else, try it. Sit. Have one person sit way on the other side. You sit one side, the other person sit on the other side, and whisper. You hear your voice whisper sound travel on the seat. It's pretty neat, and that's how people thought back then. This used to be a beautiful garden here, and the lilies here were beautiful. And I don't know why they took them up. They tore them up. And another thing that was such a shame, they have boxwoods planted here now to surround this garden. Was somebody decided they were beautiful boxwoods, and somebody decided to cut them down at half, and it killed every one of them. Somebody definitely does not know what they're doing. For some reason, they cut these boxwoods in half, and it killed everyone around this whole garden. So they got it back. Now it looks pretty good again with new shrubs around this whole garden. I can remember coming here and I was like, what did they do? They killed it. Somebody thought that was the thing to do. They didn't, I guess it bothered somebody, and they cut them in half and killed them. But yeah, these are all pretty new now. These are pretty new shrubs around this whole garden here. And it's pretty much back almost the way it used to look. This is the reflection garden here. During the summer they put fish in here. Nothing going on here. Okay. And a view from the trellis. A lot of weddings are arranged here, and they usually have it set up right here. This is the magnolias. I remember once walking here after a rain, and these slates become like ice, slippery as can be, and I almost fell. And I knew they were slippery, I just wasn't paying attention. And that can get pretty slippery here when these slates get wet. Let's head out over here. This is another little garden. They have well, flowers, ground cover flowers going in the wall here. Another water fountain. There is the back of the mansion. Ah, look at this in bloom. I forgot about this. Look at that. It's another shrub that blooms in January. And they are out. Look at that. So again, like I said, you can have blossoms, flowers blooming all year long if you do your research. And this is something that looks like lilacs, but it's not. I can't remember the name. Isn't that something? They don't have a fragrance, but they're beautiful to see in January in bloom. Nice. Look at that. Oh, boom. There's gonna be more on the way. Ah, I gotta look that up. I'd love to get that flush. Put it in my botanical garden. I guess I'll head back to the car. They have a lot of deer fence around to keep the deer off the shrubs. That's a good idea because they would probably eat it all up over the winter period time here. I just want to see this monkey puzzle tree or bush in here yet on the way out. It's in here somewhere. I think it's right here. There it is. Okay. I didn't even know that grows here. If you can plant that, but there it is. A monkey puzzle bush or tree, still growing. There it is. Monkey puzzle tree. There you are. You do not want to touch that. They're very sharp. So if you had monkeys around, they wouldn't climb that because it's very sharp and they get stuck. So they get discouraged. Of course, around here, we don't have monkeys. Oh, maybe there are some monkeys, but not the kind of monkeys I'm thinking of. But anyway, some animals wouldn't be like to climb that either, and that keeps them off because they're very sharp and thorny. Okay, I'll head out this way. You know what? I'm just going to take a look in that greenhouse before I head out here and see what's going on in there yet. Let's take a look before I get back to my car. I'm near the car, so if it starts raining, I can shoot right over to my car right away. I don't think it'll be any different than it was in December, but I'll look and take a look and see what's going on in there. No, the only thing different is they got the the white spray covering off the greenhouse, so the windows are all clear now for the winter sun. So let's have a look in over here. Oh, somebody has a nice winter hobby here. Look at that. All succulents. Wow, look at that. A couple geraniums. There's a nice geranium in bloom here. A few other geraniums. Oh, quite a few geraniums in there I see now. I'm looking. Look at that. I think that's duckweed, and they got it in an aquarium. Ah, very nice. Somebody has fun in this greenhouse. Alright, I am going to head to my car. I am going to say, like I always do, thank you for joining me today. And please like, share, and subscribe, because when you do that, it tells me that you are enjoying the video tours that you are watching today. And it also means that if I see that, I'll do more. So like, share, and please subscribe. If you have any comments, leave a comment and I will definitely get back to you. Thanks for joining me today. Stop by again soon. I will be doing more videos. Bye for now.